Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sandhya Sharma, and today I will discuss with you culture, tradition, and values, various aspects of Indian culture, individualism, and collectivism. So let's start with the meaning of culture. So, dear students, as we are talking about the culture, tradition, and the values in context of India, so first, we'll discuss about culture. Culture refers to the Culture refers to the collective social behavior, norms, knowledge, beliefs, arts, laws, we can say, and practices of a particular group, those who are living in a particular society. The group of people are following particular culture. These things and it shapes the way individual behaves in the society and within their community. It also say that if a person is not cultured, it is due to his upbringing and he is living with the people around the particular person. So, if you want to know about the culture, then you must know about the various things which include the tradition and the values of that particular country, that society, and that family, because family, we can say, a miniature of society. And in society, the group of people, those who are living, are following any particular culture. So, this is culture. Then, traditions and values, if we'll talk about, Indian culture is enriched with centuries. Old tradition and values are passed down from one generation to another. So, this is a tradition. We can say that traditions includes different rituals which we are following during the weddings, during any festivals, and historical significance of lamp lighting, and we are following like Rakhi, tying a Rakhi by a sister on the wrist of his brother on the occasion of Raksha Bandhan. So these are the tradition of Indian society. And if we are talking about values, that value is something like where we learn how to respect elders. Why we are saying that Atithi Devo Bhava, the guest who is arriving to our house is equal to the God. It is a belief. And we give values to these things so that our country, so that our society will enrich and give good things to the people around us. So we are also say that unity despite diversity are foundational principle values of Indian societies. In India, culture is diversified. Like if you talk about different directions, as many states are there in the country, like India, so each and every state is following particular culture because the community lives in particular place, geographical location. They all are having different culture, tradition, and values. That's why there's a say that India is a country where multi-hued Indian culture is blossomed from time immemorial. Blessed because we all are blessed with the geographical features and many cultural diversities from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, north to east, west to south. The things are very different. So values we already discussed. Hospitality and unity are deeply embedded. Now, the various aspects of Indian culture. First is language and literature. India is over language. I will talk about the language diversity. So, linguistically, over 22 official languages and 1600 and more dialects are there in the country. So major languages includes Hindi, English, Bengali, Punjabi, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi. So these are the major languages we can say. Then the festivals. Um, India is known for the grand and vibrant festivals celebrated throughout the year in the country. And the major festivals like Diwali, Holi, Eid, Christmas, and Guru Parv, because India is a diverse country and many religions are there. The people related followers of different religions, caste, creed, and community are living in the country like India. So next is art and architecture. India boasts a rich cultural heritage of art and architecture, which is visible in the temples and forts and palaces of Rajasthan and different forts. Um, Monuments like Taj Mahal, a symbol of love and Mughal architect. Khajuraho temples, famous for the intricate sculptures. Mysore Palace, Hawa Mahal, Red Fort, to the name of few. Now, let's talk about the music and dance. Yes, the classical Bharatnatyam, Kathak, and folk tradition is exist in a country like India. So, Indian classical music is divided into two main traditions: Hindustani, North India, and Carnatic, South India. So, there's a culture in particular state that each of the kid, it is compulsory for the kid to learn a particular art. Like if we talk about Bengal, West Bengal, Kolkata, the individual lives there, they must know and they must have a love to music, as it is a joyous place of India. So traditional dance reflects stories and cultural practices like Bharatnatyam, Kathak, Odissi, Kathakali, and Manipuri. Also, folk dances like Bhangra, Rajasthani dances, and Gujarati Garba. So, Lavani also, the Marathi dance, reflect the spirit of regional celebrations. Now, the family and social structure. Importance of family values and joint families. What is the importance of family? We all are related. We are living with a family, either it is nuclear or joint family. So it's a blessing for all of us that we are a part of any particular family. Family is a cornerstone of Indian society, as we already discussed. Family is a miniature of society. It is only a family from where we learn how to respect elders, how to behave in a society, what is the level of tolerance towards any issue or the topic. So, how we also learn in a family that how to respect elders. For deeply ingrained and decisions are often taken collectively. Yes, so like in a joint family, the decision is these days, till these days, the decisions are taken care collectively. Like grandfather, father is there to decide to whom the particular person is going to marry. So it's there are certain things to discuss. So let's come to the another topic, and that is individualism versus collectivism. So as the word indicates, individualism means the person who individual. We are individuals. We all are individuals, and we all are different from one another. In a physique, in a mental, it will talk about the health, physique, mental state, anything and everything. We all are different from one another. So, individual is a person emphasize on personal independence and self-reliance. And we can say a person prioritize independence. He loves to express. Self expression is very much liked by that particular person. Personal achievements is enjoyed and only done by that particular person, and it is the only reason of growth of that particular person, because he is very much focused toward achieving the target or aim. Then individuals are seen as separate entities who can make decisions independently. They are basically interested in getting or having freedom. So this is about individualism. Collectivism, as it emphasizes on group goals, family loyalty, and community. So these type collectivism. It means combination of different things. Collectivism. Okay, so if we talk about collectivism, Indians, it focuses on group harmony, family loyalty, and community well-being. Where we are living, we are always thinking about how to bring change in that particular thing, and it is a group decision. The decision of that particular, the people who are living in a particular society, they come together and decide and implement. So it is a group work. It is a collective work, we can say. Now, these days with globalization and urbanization, Indian society is witnessing a gradual shift in collectivism, because people are now more focused and they are moving towards individualism due to modernization, globalization. In the age of AI, we can say now people are self-reliant, self-independent, and they want to spend their time on their own. So they need to utilize each and every minute of their life. So they do not at all like to be in a collective way. So if Indian society is traditionally collectivist, but now not in the modern society, that time people value the community and family. And these days, if we'll talk about the remote areas and rural areas, we nowadays there are people who are living together, and in a collective way they are taking decisions and living in a joint family system. But in the nuclear in the urban areas and the metro cities, individualism is existing. So changing trends in Indian culture, globalization has brought cultural exchanges and new perspective. Now it's very easy to, you know, to travel one and another country. People live here, come here, and we go any of the country where we wanted to go. So we go, we see and experience. Only then we got to know about the differences, the cultural differences, the food habits, the style of dressing, many things. So next is technology has influenced traditional practices and communication. Technology has reshaped communication with the rise of smartphones, social media, and digital platforms. So it is only due to technology. And traditional practices like writing, in the ages we used to write letters. If we talk about our parents, then they must have a memory of writing a letter. But nowadays, people only learn how to write a letter in any of the literature in a language. So, how to write a formal letter to so and so person. So, this practice is only not existing due to the technology and the modernization. Traditional practices, now WhatsApp replace the letters, we can say. Virtual meetings and online meetings, Zoom platforms, many of other platforms replaced the in-person meetings. So now third point is rise in nuclear families and changing gender roles. There's a shift in rising nuclear families, people um, is moving from one state to another, one country to another, and because it's very difficult to um, take all the things with you, your family, your children's, your we can say your parents, your grandparents. It's very difficult. So the person who get a job in so and so place, he take his family, husband, wife, and the kids to that particular place only. So due to and many other reasons also, people are moving towards the nuclear family system only. And this is driven by job opportunities, urban migration, and evolving lifestyle of the people. Last point of today's discussion is Western influences visible in lifestyle, education, and work culture. Yes, gender roles. One topic is also we want to discuss. The gender role is now the days are changing. Women are increasingly pursuing higher studies and they are becoming the part of Indian workforce. Each and everywhere women are working. We are watching women's everywhere. Traditional gender role biasness, they have redefined it. And with more shared responsibilities in the families also. So movements from gender equality and women empowerment are gaining momentum. Now, the influence of, we'll talk about Western influence. It is visible in our fashion style. The cultural, traditional attire is now missing. People are following the Western clothes, the we can say the brands. If we talk about the food habits, they are following particular uh, brands to have. If I can name here, then Maggi, KFC. So they wanted to have the burger of so and so places, not from the traditional that place where people we can say the hot dog kind of thing. So now the things are changing, and you can say even the language we learn differently. Each many of the people are interested in learning new languages. It is due to Western influence, and then concepts like dating, live-in relationship, and independent living are becoming more accepted in the society. So, and now the education and work culture. If we talk about education system, are now emphasize critical thinking and individual expression, aligning more with Western education too. I hope this small video will help you a lot in getting know about individualism, collectivism, culture, tradition, and values. Thank you so much for being with me